After a lot of discussion about AI and vision and orbit, now down to earth, how do we industrialize today's business? That's what we stand for. InnoEnergy, since 15 years, we have been transforming the industry in building up CapEx-heavy startups and industrial companies, but also in the latest years also, and this is the theme today, enabling new technology to even scale more CapEx-heavy investments and companies. The key topics that Jan was referring to, maybe he referred to it the last time, are for us still the same right now. Transforming to a industrialization means you need a lot of capital, specifically in the investments we are in as an impact investor. Very often it's still first of a kind. Municipalities, governments do not yet work hand in hand. Fragmented ecosystems, and it's our approach, really, as InnoEnergy, to get early on with the entrepreneurs that are sitting in this room and founders and help them to commercialize and industrialize. And there are a lot of good and reputational investors out there, but we made it by our DNA important to support those entrepreneurs building really companies. So we even help in staffing the team. We even help in getting access to capital. We help in getting access to new markets. We even have an own division which really qualifies talents, meaning master studies, a skills institute, where we have already qualified thousands of people in Europe for those new jobs that are necessary for the industry. And we are a fully European company, so in every region in Europe we have our offices with sales, with capital market people and investment asset people. And this is our flywheel that we like to promote a lot, where we really, when you join us, have a dedicated person or even a team behind those services with which we enrich our startups and create value and de-risk. I think for us as an investor, it's always important de-risking to help a company to the next round, to get new investors in. And with that, we have created in our value chains that are mainly around battery and energy storage, renewables, hydrogen, really an approach that is unique in Europe. So some examples that is really making me proud. We founded a company called Verkor 5-6 years ago. We brought on board Renault, we brought on board EDEC, we brought on board other players, and meanwhile this gigafactory is up and running in Dunkirk in France. So we're not only projecting, we're not only supporting the initial steps, but we're really building industrial champions at scale. And some succeed and some also fail. That's the business of venture capital. But I think we are right now in Europe with all those turbulences in a unique situation. For me, it's let's grab the opportunity, as Jan also said, to really accelerate jointly now our projects, because clean tech is, with the new administration in the US, not a topic so much anymore, but in Europe it is and it stays. So I thought, how can I get now to the topic AI enablement? And actually we are doing that every day already. Automating processes in the factories will be a big topic for industrializing. So every new industrial project will have to think how to accelerate through, I call it now software, artificial intelligence, to get cost competitive. Big topic. The other thing is what I believe strongly, software is the one part, but you need hardware on the other side, and they need to really work hand in hand. And we have been promoting that in the last 1 to 2 years also, being vocal about how to decarbonize data center in a growing, as we saw, demand for artificial intelligence, but also how those assets can work hand in hand. And 2 examples are company in Germany where we invested, Suena, that is working with BESS systems, and also Talkwise, which is presenting later today, which are companies that combine working with asset-heavy industries, but having a clever algorithm or artificial intelligence to improve trading, and also profits for the companies. And those are the things I think we need to see more working hand in hand. I skip a bit about our numbers, but just we are in every country in Europe. We have more than 160 portfolio firms so far, and we are thinking really in value chains. But that's what we also want to continue, where we're very strong. And we are proud of our backers, our shareholders. So we have companies like Siemens, like EDF, like Renault, like EDEC, and they co-invested in our portfolio around 750 million over the last years. So very often also when we jointly build up companies with them or we do early investments, we have great expertise and backers and off-takers. When we would work with a young company, we would also go to our shareholders and say, is this something for you? And we have, for example, ENGIE is doing with 10% out of our portfolio business, which is a very high number, so the 16 companies. So this is really then for us also the venture clienting part, where we would ask you as entrepreneurs, come join us, have a discussion with us. A lot of my team members are here today. Or for those venture capitalists who want to also be part of our ecosystem, we're doing that once a year in October. Please join us and have a discussion. Thank you very much.